Hello, welcome, and namaste, everybody. We welcome you all in our weekly reunion and follow-up meeting of ESIP Module 2 Holistic Human Health. We have our near and dear Sundara Bhaiya with us. Ji Sundar Bhaiya, namaste, welcome.
नमस्ते परीक्षित भैया
Yeah, namaste, welcome. Over to you.
Before I share my screen, if anyone is having any question, we can take. I'm just searching for my PPT.
Ji, certainly, Bhaiya. So, if anybody have any question or sharing, can ask Bhaiya and raise their hand. Ji. Mic is there with many of you. Ji, namaste. No, I think it's by mistake, perhaps. Ji. We have Dr. L.R. Reddy with us. Kanimurthy ji also with us. Anybody would have any sharing or question? I would like to share there. Your SIP Module 2 Holistic Human Health Experience. Most welcome.
ये स्क्रीन शेयर करने के लिए परमिशन चाहिए परीक्षित भैया
जी जी भैया, डन, वेलकम.
ओके Today we'll once again discuss about quantity of quantity of water required for the body, quality of water required to the body, how to prepare this water, how to consume this water. Water is a very essential part of our life. Almost 80% of our body is filled with water. Even the bones, which we think they are like solid structures, they have around 70% of water. So without water or with less quantity of water, we might experience so many diseases or imbalances inside the body. And if you're regularly having water in a wrong quantity, either too l- heavy, like too much of water, or too less of water, can cause so many problems. And the quality of water is also very important because water purified by reverse osmosis and ultraviolet rays, that water nowadays scientists are saying that even this RO water is not safe for drinking. And most of the people are purchasing water from water filtering units. The scientific community is still discussing the safety of water purified by techniques like reverse osmosis and UV rays, as many studies are indicating that water purified by RO UV methods is often harmful to. So in your place, if tap water which is being supplied is safe and healthy in your area, it is always advised to take tap water. All you have to do is take it to the groundwater department, get it tested. And if they say that this is good, then you go for the tap water. Or if you have a water body like well, or if you pump underground water, you can test its purity and also know the different ingredients present in that particular water. And if that water is fit for drinking, then you can consume it. This is the best way. Unlike what is happening right now, the water which you are consuming stored in plastic bottles coming from a local vendor is often a cause for so many diseases. So we will discuss about this particular thing in detail. And also pH of the water. Most of the beverages, cool drinks, alcohol, other drinks are acidic in pH. And acidic pH drinks, they harm health. They produce lots and lots of free radicals inside the body, causing degeneration inside the body. So acidic pH is not good. So less than 6.5 pH is acidic, and often that water is corrosive also. Acidic water could contain elevated levels of toxic metal ions like iron, manganese, copper, lead, and zinc. 6.5 to 8.5 is the recommended range of pH for consumption, safe consumption. So mildly alkaline water is good for health. But excessive alkalinity also is detrimental to health. Nowadays, people are purchasing water alkalizers and they are spending lakhs of rupees to purchase those alkalizers. These alkalizers are also increasing the alkalinity of the water. Sometimes intentionally, they are recommending the pH to be more than 8.5 also. that can also be a detrimental factor. So it is better to have mildly alkaline water. And if you test the alkalinity of your tap water, that is mildly alkaline. Tap water is mildly alkaline. So, and in most of the cases, mineral water which we purchase in the shop or which gets delivered to our home or which we prepare using some Kent or Purite or some kind of RO filter, that water is strangely acidic. So most of the people unknowingly they are drinking lots and lots of acidic water, which is causing lots of disturbance inside the body. So if you are getting good tap water, you can just heat it, filter it with traditional filter candles, which is what we do. We filter the tap water using traditional filter candles and we drink it. And it is very good for health. And chilled water often the temperature of water is very important. If the water is too cold, it inhibits the production of enzymes, reduces digestive strength, and disturbs our health. So it is advisable to avoid chilling water, particularly if you are taking it on a regular basis. It can cause so many problems. Normal temperature water is usually healthy and it will not interrupt any metabolic functions of our body. But warm water, hot water, it stimulates the digestive system, promotes secretion of enzymes and digestive juices, opens up all the glands, liquefies the accumulated greasy and fatty substances in our intestines, and flushes all the toxins out of the intestines, kills most of the germs, and promotes health. So consuming hot water regularly helps us in strengthening our digestive system. So apart from that, there are so many other ways in which you can make your water healthy, which we will discuss right now. There are natural minerals in water like calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, bicarbonate, iron, zinc. So calcium helps in strengthening our bones. Magnesium plays essential role in regulating blood pressure, blood glucose levels, and nerve function. Magnesium also prevents constipation. Though minerals are helpful to the body in many ways, water we use must be analyzed to check if these minerals are present in optimum level or not. Even excess of these chemicals can be harmful to health. So the best way to check your water is to take a sample of one bottle of water to the nearest groundwater department and they will have enough parameters to check whether your water is fit for consumption or not. So packaged drinking water. I've told you that scientists are still not uh, like there is no specific conclusion that whether ROUV is good or not. Many scientists are saying that ROUV water is not good. So many plastic containers. So this ROUV discussion is something which we have to go in depth. But there is something else which we have to know. The plastic containers, they contain a chemical called bisphenol A or BPA. This chemical can enter into the water stored in the plastic containers and it will interfere with normal hormonal function of the body. Hormones get disturbed like anything. So this BPA or bisphenol A, it will enter any food material which touches the plastic. Whether you store water in your plastic container or you pack food in your plastic tiffin box to your kids or yourself, any food item touching a plastic container will grab this chemical called bisphenol A, and through that food, your body will take it, and there will be a severe disturbance in hormones if this bisphenol A enters and wreaks havoc inside your body. Apart from bisphenol A, there is a microplastics. The plastic is not of good quality. Most of the tiny plastic particles, these particles are, they're posing another potential danger. So scientists say that microplastics in packaged drinking water can pose serious health risks if they are taken in excess quantity. So my strong advice is to avoid water stored in plastic containers. That is the most logical way of keeping yourself healthy. So how much quantity of water do we need? As I've told you, our blood, brain, heart are almost 75% water. Our lungs are 83% water. Our bones are almost one-third water. So staying properly hydrated is necessary to keep our body healthy. But what happens when we get too little or too much water? It is a proven fact that too little or too much of water is harmful to health. We need water for things like lubricating joints, regulating temperature. And when we don't get enough water, our brains shrink and our bodies, they have to work harder. When we have too much of water, our cells swell and it can even lead to death in extreme cases. So not taking enough water will cause problem, and having too much of water also will cause a problem. So how do we know how our body expresses that we are not drinking enough water? So if there is dry mouth and you're feeling thirsty, that is an obvious sign that you need water. But regularly, if you're drinking less water, then the color of your urine will become dark regularly. And the dizzy feeling, like sometimes chakkar aa raha hai, that kind of feeling also happens when there is less intake of water. Regular headaches might also result due to the simple fact that you are taking less water. You're feeling tired, you're feeling lethargic. This can be due to less intake of water. So these are different ways in which your body tells you that you are not drinking enough water. And if you're drinking excessive water, sometimes there can be swelling in the body, particularly in lower limbs. You might feel nauseated or you might vomit if you're drinking excess water. You might have loose motions if you're drinking excess water. Some people who sit before their computer in air conditioned room whole day keep on drinking water, thinking that drinking water will increase the health, is good for health. But unfortunately, it will definitely cause a lot of harm because you're not doing any physical activity, there is no sweat, and then you're drinking a lot of water, body will not be able to hold that much water inside, and it will seep into the intercellular spaces, and cells they swell and they cause so many problems. So it's very important for us to communicate with our own body to understand how much water exactly is needed. So what are the factors we need to consider while determining the right quantity of water intake? Some people naturally sweat profusely with excess heat inside their body. Their body is a hot body. Their constitution demands a lot of water. They get dehydrated easily. So their body needs more water compared to other people whose body is surprisingly cold. Some people have a natural tendency to retain fluid inside the body. They conserve the water. So they don't need a lot of water. So it's very important to understand your body constitution. Are you a hot constitution person or a cold constitution person? Cold constitution person generally needs less water unless they are doing a lot of physical activity. So body constitution plays an important role in deciding the quantity of water intake. Then the physical activity. People who perform a lot of physical activity, they need more hydration compared to people who are sedentary. Athletes who sweat profusely, they tend to get dehydrated easily. So they need regular rehydration. But people who sit in air-conditioned rooms whole day without any mobility, they need very less water. So if you are a farmer working in a field whole day, sweating profusely, you need more water. If you are just relaxed in your house without doing any activity, then you need less water. Of course, the season, hot seasons like summer, it actually sucks away all the fluids from our body. So more intake of water is necessary during hot seasons, even if you're at home. And similarly, during winter and rainy seasons, body needs less water because there is little loss of water from the body. And some people, my patients, they say that in their house, always they sit in an AC room. While they travel to the office, they travel in an AC car. And then the office also, it's completely AC. So throughout the year, it is like winter season only for them. And if such person drinks excess quantity of water, that will definitely cause some kind of health problem. So then during drinking excess water during nighttime can cause discomfort, particularly during sleeping, because during sleep you will get frequent urination. So don't drink lots and lots of water during nighttime. During daytime, when the sun is hot, then the body needs more hydration. So there's a traditional practice of drinking up to a liter water before sunrise to maintain good health. But if you are drinking lots and lots of water after sunrise, because most of the people, they think that early morning they have to drink a lot of water immediately after getting up, water therapy. But they get up at 7 o'clock, 6:30 after sunrise. After sunrise, if you drink a lot of water, like 1 liter water, 2 liters water, that will dilute the production of gastric juices. Normally, sun rises, and when the sun rises, this entire circadian rhythm gets activated. And if you drink excess of water during that time, that might damage your digestive system and also can cause metabolic problems. So after sunrise, whatever your body asks you, give that much. Don't drink 1 liter, 2 liters at a time. So it's very important for us to learn the art of communicating with our own body. Body will tell us when it needs water and how much it needs. And we need to practice understanding the signals of our body so that we can decide the exact amount of water we need to maintain our health. So boiling water is also very important. In Ayurveda, hot water is considered as amrita. It is a medicine, and it is also an anupana for various medicines. So consumption of hot water is like a boon. It can correct so many disturbances. This hot water kills many bacteria, viruses, cysts, and worms. The simplest and easiest method of disinfecting to remove pathogens from the water is boiling water. If you go to the World Health Organization website, there is a page where a list of most common viruses and bacteria are there. And then in the table, how much time you have to heat, to what temperature to kill that bacteria is clearly mentioned. Majority of the bacteria and viruses get killed when you heat that water to a certain temperature. So the best way of disinfecting your water is heating the water. It removes some of the microorganisms and some chemicals and other components which are present in your drinking water. It is effective in destroying several classes of waterborne pathogens like bacterial spores, fungi, protozoans, helminths, ova. No need of You don't need a skill or training to boil water. So it will help you reduce infections, but that is not the only advantage of drinking hot water. Regular consumption of hot water relieves nasal congestion. Whenever there is a nose block, throat irritation, breathlessness, just drink hot water. That will solve majority of the upper respiratory tract infections. Even the bacteria and viruses present in your throat will die if you drink hot water and gargle hot water. And it helps digestion. It promotes production of enzymes. It opens up all the glands and enzymes get produced properly if you regularly drink hot water. It also calms your central nervous system and it helps in relieving constipation. It also aids in weight loss. It improves your circulation. So, blood circulation, if it happens properly, majority of the problems will get solved by the body, get healed by the body itself. So, to increase the blood circulation, one nice way is to drink hot water. Another important way is to apply hot oil to the whole body and take hot water bath. So it also reduces excess fat and helps in weight loss. It can decrease stress levels. This is a nice finding, latest research which says that the stress will come down if you regularly drink hot water. If whenever you are in a bad mood, you are stressful, just drink hot water. If you are depressed, drink one glass of hot water. That will bring you out of that bad mental state. How funny, you might think, but just try it and see. Whenever you are in a bad mental state, try one glass of hot water. You will see that you will be in a better mental state after completing the glass of hot water. It also reduces toxins inside the body. As I have told you, it liquefies all the greasy materials got stuck into your intestines and removes them. Otherwise, things get fermented and then they become toxins. And of course, helps relieve symptoms of eclasia. If you have a trouble in swallowing anything, regularly you drink hot water, then you will be able to swallow things easily. So another easiest way, traditional way of purifying water is to store that water in a copper vessel after heating it. In fact, some people, they directly take the water in a copper vessel, heat the water, boil the water, and then just take the water from the copper vessel and drink. And store the remaining water in the copper vessel itself. It's a traditional practice. which is actually very effective. This water, which is stored in copper vessel, helps in increasing the digestive strength. So digestive system will perform better if you drink water stored in a copper vessel. It also aids in weight loss. It helps your body heal its wounds faster, whether the wounds are internal or external. Even we also advise cleaning the wounds with water stored in copper vessel because it is having antimicrobial properties. Water stored in copper vessel slows down aging process. Water stored in copper vessel helps in maintaining heart health and beats hypertension. So if some person is suffering with BP, high BP, they can drink water stored in copper vessel. As simple as that. Water stored in copper vessel reduces the risk of cancer. We use medicine called tamra bhasma made out of copper to fight with cancer. But just the water stored in copper vessel also helps in reducing the risk of cancer. And this water protects you from infections. And it regulates the working of thyroid. If you have either hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, regular consumption of water stored in copper vessels can bring the balance inside thyroid gland. And long-term usage will help you stop the thyroid medicine also. And this tamra we also use in thyroid gland regulation. Function will be corrected. And people with arthritis and inflamed joints, swelling, redness, pain in the several joints, different parts of the body, if they drink water stored in copper vessel, that will help in reduction in pain and swelling. And skin becomes very healthy if you drink water stored in copper vessel, particularly for those people who have a specific problem called vitiligo, white patches on the skin, which is an autoimmune disorder where immune cells attack the skin, which fails to produce a pigment called melanin, which gives color to the skin. So that melanin production will increase if you regularly consume water stored in copper vessels. It beats anemia. So if someone is having low hemoglobin and even after using a lot of medicines, their hemoglobin levels are not increasing, ask them to store water in copper vessel and drink. Also ask them to cook majority of their curries and dosas and chapatis on iron vessels. That will also increase hemoglobin. So in short, storing the water in copper vessel is very beneficial. If you also heat that water and store in copper vessel, that will be doubly beneficial. Now you can drink hot water directly, which is very healthy. You can also add some spices and make the water, turn the water into a medicine. So it is very useful to add these spices and herbs to not just to purify the water, but also it will enhance the properties of water and it will add its own medicinal properties to the water. If you add jeera seeds, cumin seeds to water while boiling the water, this water, if you consume the whole day, it will help in improving your digestive strength. It will reduce abdominal pain and it will also remove mucus which is accumulated in your chest. Even women experience pain during the menstrual cycle, that will also come down if you drink water boiled with jeera seeds. You can add ginger. From centuries, we know that ginger is a wonderful remedy for treating cramps, nausea, flatulence, bad digestion, indigestion. You can add fresh ginger or even dry ginger while boiling the water. It will improve the blood circulation. It will also is also having anti-inflammatory properties, antiviral properties. So it will help you fight with infections, and it is also a wonderful medicine for people who are fighting with arthritis, pains, inflammation. So just by drinking water boiled with ginger or dry ginger whole day will reduce pain significantly. If you add cinnamon to the water, this water regulates your blood sugar level, and it will also help in reducing excess fat. It is also a great remedy against viruses, and also cinnamon can increase your digestive strength. So if you have cinnamon, you can try one particular herb for 1 week and you can see the difference. Clove, long clove, it helps with problems in digestive system, any organ related to the digestive system, whether it is liver or pancreas or gallbladder or the gut itself. This clove water will actually strengthen the digestive system. And if there are some parasites inside the body, foreign worms or something like some kind of intestinal worms, this water treated with clove kills those parasites which are found in the human body. So lemon is an excellent source of vitamin C, and it is an important antioxidant. Antioxidant is something which will neutralize the free radicals. Free radicals get accumulated inside your body over a period of time due to unhealthy lifestyle, like not eating in time, not sleeping in time, not getting up in time, not doing physical activity, not exposing your body to sunlight, and exposing yourself to a lot of stress, fear, anxiety, tension, distress, irritation, anger. All these things, both physical and mental, they produce lots and lots of toxins inside the body, and they are called free radicals. Free because they circulate all over the body, and radicals because they disturb all the chemical reactions taking place inside your body. So this particular free antioxidants, particularly lemon, it reduces these free radicals, neutralizes these free radicals. It also cleans the body. It helps in digestion. So you can add lemon in your water and drink. You can also add mint leaves, pudina. If you add pudina water, drink pudina water, it will reduce stomach pain. And it can also activate your salivary glands so that it will increase your digestive strength. And there is a traditional practice in particularly South India, adding this sariva or Hemidismus indicus. We call it Nannari also in Malayalam. This Nannari water, particularly in summer season, reduces excess heat from the body. In fact, those who go out and do work in the open during the summer season, we strongly recommend them to drink at least 2 glasses of decoction of this Nannari or Hemidismus indicus or Sariva, so that they will not get any sunstroke. Surprisingly, this same herb is beautifully effective in skin diseases. It purifies your blood, cools your body, and reduces excess pitta. So you might be wondering, like, there are so many herbs, which one should I take, or shall I take all of them? like even if you take all of them in equal quantity, like cumin seeds, cinnamon, clove, lemon, ginger, dry ginger, like you can mix them if they are dry and take half spoon for at least 2 liters of water. You put some 2.5 liters and boil it till 2 liters. And for the entire 2 liters, half spoon of mixture of entire all the herbs, not more than half spoon is more than enough. But if you have a specific problem like excess heat, then you can take a concentrated decoction. But if you are using it like a drinking water, then not more than half spoon for entire 2 liters. So there is one important myth which has to be clear regarding the consumption of water while eating food. Consumption of water in relationship with food. So this is a common question which we encounter, and I'll answer this question today. Let us look at this concept through the eyes of science and what Ayurveda recommends, and also what our tradition is. Let's start from our tradition. Tradition says whenever you do a puja, then you do nivedana, you give naivedyam. Immediately after naivedyam, you will say, while the God is having naivedyam, you say, madhye madhye amrita paniyam samarpayam. While the God is having food, in between, I will give little sips of water. But from the health professionals, you might have listened that while drinking water, while having food, you should not drink water at all. Is it true or not? What Ayurveda is saying about this? Ayurveda is very clear about it. Ayurveda says, Bhaktas yadav jalam pitam agnisadaka sangatam. Before having food, just before having food, if you're drinking a lot of water, all the digestive fire gets extinguished. Digestive enzymes will get diluted. And whatever you are eating will not get absorbed properly. There will be malabsorption, undernourishment, becoming lean, not lean, thin, weak. That might happen if you drink water immediately just before food. But if you consume water just after food, Ayurveda says, Ante karoti sthulatvam urdhvam cha amasyam gatam. You had food and after that you drink a lot of water, it will disturb the fat metabolism and convert the entire food into fat. It will not help in, again, nourishing the organs and organ systems. So, madhye madhyagatam samyam dhatunam jiranam sukham. Ayurveda says, if you're drinking water in between little bit, then it will help in better digestion. This is the place where controversy comes into place. Many people think that they should not even drink a single drop of water while having food. So what scientific explanation? We need to see through the eyes of science. Now that science is more advanced, science is able to authenticate the information shared by Ayurveda. First thing is like when you chew the food and it enters your stomach churns the food well and turns into a soft, bolus which travels through the slim tubes called intestines, small intestines and then large intestine. So for this bolus to happen properly, the churning machine or the mixer grinder called stomach needs some kind of liquid food and some little water. If you make a chutney without pouring any water in it, in the jar, the chutney will not become soft. You will not be able to make chutney at all. Similarly, little quantity of water helps in better churning of the food, better, making the paste, soft paste happens properly if you drink little water. But that is not the only reason why you should take little sips of water. Ayurveda recommends drinking little quantity of water every time, the taste of the food changes. Why? Because the tongue is having so many chemical receptors called taste buds. We think that these taste buds are there to tell us whether the food is tasty or not. No, that is not the primary reason why they exist. They are there to analyze the chemical composition of the food you are consuming and then send a proper signal to the brain about the food which you are consuming, so that the brain will decide the right mixture of digestive juices required to digest the food you are consuming in a wide range. For example, you start with some soup, or like in South India, you start with some pulihora, lemon rice. So brain gets an information that some kind of food is coming with so and so chemical nature, mostly acidic food. But then you eat rice with dal, rice with curry, rice with sambar. Like when you eat rice with some dal after having the chitranam or lemon rice, the taste buds got covered by these food particles, and the next food which is coming is not touching the taste buds. So the information reaching to the brain is wrong. After completing your chitranam, you are eating rice with dal, but the brain is getting the information that rice with chitranam is coming. Then you eat rice with curry, chitranam is coming. Rice with sambar, chitranam is coming. Rice with rasam, chitranam is coming. Rice with curd, chitranam is coming. You will have a dessert or a sweet, chitranam is coming. So brain is not getting proper information about the chemical content of the food you are consuming. Then it will not be able to prepare a combination of digestive juices will can digest the food properly in a right way. So whenever the taste changes, Ayurveda recommends drinking a sip of water which will flush the taste buds and remove the excess food particles on your tongue, so that the next food item which is touching your tongue will give the enough, the taste buds will give enough information to your brain about the chemical composition of the next food item. So this is the way you flush out the taste buds and give maximum information to your brain, so that it will decide the right ratio of digestive juices. So that should clear doubts about consuming little quantity of water during having food, while having food. But if you are consuming a lot of water while having food, you all know that the water will dilute all the enzymes and food will not get digested properly. That is also a problem. So then there is this Ushopana, which I have discussed with you previously. Ushopana is a technique where you drink a lot of water early in the morning before sunrise. Ushopana is drinking water in Brahmi Muhurta, not after sunrise. You can drink 8 anjalis of water, around 800 ml, or maximum 1 liter of water, empty stomach. Even before brushing, you can have that water, and that is not for having a free motion. Ushopana is says to be a rasayana. Rasayana yad jara vyadinasam. Rasayanam yad jara vyadinasam. A technique which will help in slowing down the aging process and reducing the occurrences of diseases is rasayana. So regularly consuming water before sunrise in large quantity is actually a rasayana. Whereas consuming large quantities of water after sunrise can cause a lot of disturbance inside your body. So it is very important for you to have food, have water before sunrise, large quantity of water. If you are getting up after sunrise, don't drink 1 liter, 2 liter of water immediately after getting up. So these are few points about water consumption. So if you have any doubts regarding what I have discussed right now, you can just ask me. We have 5 minutes. We have 10 minutes actually. Suryakant ji,
नमस्ते भैया।
namaste.
I have two questions. That's
Yes.
one is related to this hot water. That's as
Mhm.
you have advised, hot water is best for the health point of view. That my
Yes.
question is it advisable for the person who is underweight? One question. And the
Mhm.
second question is related to the quantity of like cinnamon or something different items you have told while boiling in the water.
Yes.
That is, if you mention the quantity, I think that will be best for us to prepare while boiling.
Yeah. So a person who is lean, thin, who is not gaining weight, even that person can drink hot water regularly. Hot water will reduce only the excess fat from the body. Person who is already lean, he will not become much leaner or he will not become much uh, underweight if he is consuming hot water, because hot water helps in better digestion and better absorption. So whatever he is consuming, that will absorb better if he is drinking hot water. That's all. So, and the second question is like I have already told you, consuming spices along with while boiling water, if you were putting some kind of spices, whatever
Yeah,
might be the spice, um, like if you are using a mixture of spices, then the maximum dosage for regular drinking water is half spoon for 2 liters.
half
But if you
spoon
are
for
taking individually, then it might change a little. That I will tell you how much. For example, if you are taking
okay.
jeera, you can take even 1 spoon for 2 liters. Or if you are drinking only 1 glass of water with jeera in it, you can put quarter spoon of jeera and make a nice decoction and drink. Ginger, a small piece of ginger for 1 glass of water, or a 3 to 5 grams of piece of ginger for 2 liters. If you are using it as a drinking water, that Samskrita water as drinking water. Then if you are using cinnamon, one small pinch for 1 big glass of water is enough if you are making a decoction. Um, clove, 2 pinches is enough. Clove and cinnamon, both 2 pinches, it will be enough actually. Lemon, you can squeeze half lemon in 1 glass of water while you're drinking hot water. Mint leaves, you can take some 10 leaves for 1 glass of water if you are using it to reduce cramps or stomach pain. Charua or Hemidesmus indicus or Nannari, you can take at least 15 grams, add 400 ml of water, reduce it to 100 ml, and drink 50 ml morning, 50 ml evening, particularly during hot seasons to reduce excess heat and prevent heat stroke, or to purify your blood. You can use that much. Or if you are in, if you want to use it as a, like if you want to make drinking water out of it, then you can add around 20-25 grams to 2 liters of water, boil it well and consume it, filter it and consume it. That will be more than enough. So I hope I've answered your questions, Surikantji.
Yeah, yeah, nice, nice, sir. And one more is, this is advisable. The mixture of some spices are advisable, or we have to take a particular single thing.
Now, according to your need, you can mix 2 or 3 or more herbs. But even if you are mixing them, not more than half spoon for 2 liters of water.
Okay, nice, sir. Nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Ranganathji,
Namaste, doctor. How are you?
I am fine, sir. How are
That's good.
you?
I too, sir. A small doubt, sir. If you permit me, I put forward. Hmm?
Sure, Ranganathji.
Yeah. Intake of water also affects the urination frequency, sir.
Yeah,
If we
if
take-
you are drinking a lot of water,
Yes, sir.
it will obviously increase the urination frequency. And particularly night time, you are drinking excess of water, that will definitely disturb your sleep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. I was told that pressure will be more on kidneys if you take plenty of water, sir. Is it right, sir?
Yeah, that is true. We
Yes.
think that water, you drink it and it comes down, nothing happens inside. No, body takes puts in a lot of energy to process this water.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So if you are drinking excess water without any need, then definitely the kidneys will be overburdened.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Good. Nice, sir.
Mistake.
I
But, yes.
taking lukewarm water and going to bed all the time. I'm really good on me. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Very
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Good.
Raji, namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, sir.
Can barley water be taken in early morning, or it is to be taken in any other time in the day? Is it advisable?
You can take barley water anytime.
Ji.
Again, it will increase the urine output and it will also reduce the excess heat. And barley actually is good for reducing weight also. If you consume barley seeds, eat them.
Ji.
Boiled barley seeds, if you consume, then it will also reduce weight also. But barley water at any point of time you can have. Not immediately after food. That's all.
Thank you. धन्यवाद.
Subbarao-ji?
जी धन्यवाद जी. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Murthy-ji.
Sir, I have one small doubt.
Okay.
Sir, my son affected by that tonsil, sir. Tonsil level increased. You told to add spices and herbs with hot water. What kind of spice and herb can I add for reduce that level of tonsil?
Tonsils.
Yes, sir.
What is his
Tonsil.
age?
Age 11 years, sir. He will eat ice creams, cool water. He will take cool water only.
See, generally, cool water and cool drinks and cool ice cream, all these things
Yes, sir.
are like breeding bed for microorganisms.
Okay, sir.
So generally, there will be some kind of throat infection.
Yes, sir.
And the lymph glands present in the throat will try to trap that infection. Because all the warriors who can fight with the bacteria, viruses, they are there in the lymph glands.
Okay,
So
sir.
battle will happen inside the lymph glands, and because of that, there will be swelling in the lymph glands. And this swelling is in the lymph glands in the throat region. They say the tonsils.
Okay, sir.
So, like when the tonsils are swollen, it is an indication that body's immune system is working properly and it is trying to fight with the bacteria, viruses.
Oh.
But many people, they try to remove those tonsils because they are swelling frequently.
Yes, sir. Doctors also advised it.
It is like switching off your alarm because it is disturbing your sleep. But you want to get up, no? Wake up. There is a reason why you kept an alarm. There are these lymph glands to alert you that there is some kind of infection inside your body. And it is trying to reduce the infection. And if you're removing the tonsils, then there is no chance of reduction in infection. And then you have to use a lot of antibiotics because body's defense mechanism gets seriously affected when you remove the tonsils.
Yes, sir.
So to increase the immunity,
Okay,
you can
sir.
add clove. Clove is one thing which you can add. Sir. You can also add cinnamon. So these two herbs you can add.
Okay, sir.
And with religiously, if you don't have any problem, I will strongly suggest adding garlic also.
Okay, sir.
So these will help in killing the bacteria and viruses in that region,
Garlic
and
with
they're
directly,
linked.
sir. Garlic with hot water.
You can take it with hot water, or you can fry garlic in oil,
Fry garlic. Okay, sir.
fry and eat every day.
Okay,
Some
sir.
people
Okay, sir.
they crush and soak in buttermilk, and next day morning they eat. That is also okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Bhaiya, it is 8:31.
Certainly. That way. So all the co-explorers and all the members, it's really an enriching experience always interacting with Sundaraj Bhaiya and having more and more awareness about the body, self, and coexistence of self and body health. So we like to have more such interaction. So let's meet again next Friday. So thank you, everybody. Namaste.
Namaste to all. Thank you.
Namaste to everyone. Namaste, Bhaiya.
Mistake.
Namaste.